Shout out to everybody that's here. Again, make sure y'all like the stream. In regards to Cardi B, I'm going to keep this as thoroughly logical as possible, but I'm also going to be truthful to the point of where I may have to curse a little bit. Who knows? You got people like Cardi B who are the definition of the type of women that you should avoid as a man in regards to relationships and marriages. Now, her career has her in a situation where she may be a bit in denial of what's going on in society, but she also is in a marriage, right? She has a family. But the women who listen to her, a lot of them don't have that. A lot of them are baby mamas. A lot of them have never been married. So when you have people like this winning awards, when you have people like this whose behavior is being rewarded, it makes a lot of women not even try to be decent women. They just say, you know what? I'm going to go get my body done. I'm going to focus on dating as many rappers and athletes as possible. And then they wonder why they're dealing with such self-esteem issues, why they are depressed. Okay?
It's no wonder why Candace Owens made her look dumb. I don't agree with everything Candace says, but she does make some good points at times.
Yes, she does. It doesn't mean I agree with a lot of what she says either. You know, but that's how life is. You know, we're not gonna agree on everything people say, but they're gonna make some very good points that we can all say, you know what, I like what that person said. Now, I want people to understand, I know that everybody's gonna live their life the way that they want to. I'm not here to tell you that you should just, you know, try to live a way that you don't feel comfortable. There are women who are comfortable being promiscuous. There are women who are comfortable being side chicks. There are women that are comfortable just being the other woman, just casually dating. Maybe they like being by themselves, which is fine. But don't talk about relationships and dating when you're listening to people like Cardi B. You're following them. You defend them, even though they have done a lot of damage to a lot of people around them. Cardi has done damage to people. She admitted to robbing guys that she met, drugging them. She admitted this, you know. She went and put hands on women that she thought was messing around with Offset. She did those things. How many times do people have to put her on blast? People to understand this woman is incredibly flawed. Like we all are. But she gets rewarded for being super flawed because she pushes a narrative that is against a lot of you women. She's pushing a narrative that a lot of you don't really understand because you have a lot of people who are just socially ignorant. They don't understand the world around them. They really don't. You see, they want women to not be feminine. They want women to be feminist. They want women to embrace the just get a man for his money and for his dick, but then will clamor for commitment. They will clamor to have love, but only from the men they choose, right? I think that there are women out here who are incredibly delusional. When you look at the overreaction to men telling women the truth about themselves, listen, you're not going to be Cardi B. You can try as much as you want. You can try to get as much surgeries as you possibly can. You know what's funny? You got regular women, right? Regular, civilian women. When they grow a following on Instagram, they all of a sudden think they're celebrities. They think they're celebrities. They got a blue check mark on Instagram and Twitter. They really think they made it. So they start to act different. They start to believe that they can be like Cardi, that they can actually date an Offset. They could have a family with a guy like Offset. They could have kids by one of these rappers or athletes. But in reality, that's just not the case. You're one of many. women who are out here striving to be like your favorite female reality TV personality or stripper rapper. But that's just not your reality. There's a lot of delusion going on. And it's being exposed every single day. There are a lot of men speaking up. There's a lot of men telling women hardcore truths about themselves, and they don't want to hear it. You see, the one thing I think that to me is not good for a lot of women is the fact that you look up to women who don't even like themselves. You look up to women who have issues with their own self-esteem, who have to constantly get surgeries in order to feel beautiful. They have to have a materialistic lifestyle in order to validate who they are. They want to be chased. They want to be in relationships. They want to have a chance to be with the guys that they've always wanted to be with. You know, these emotionally unavailable males that they tend to run into, guys who are very narcissistic, just like themselves. It's a bad combination, but you're looking in the wrong direction. You have too many women nowadays looking up to other women who are just damaged, who are no good to nobody right now. They're just not. But you have women who will look up to these women. You know, I see women celebrating when they see Lori Harvey with another rapper or actor. When people saw that she could be possibly dating Michael B. Jordan, they were acting like it was the greatest thing ever. They talking about, look at all these dudes she's running through. You know, look at her team of dudes she's been with. You're literally celebrating this woman being used. I don't care how many men she goes to. She's being used up. Them miles are running up. I don't care how tight she keeps the body. Them miles are still being ran up. And it's going to get to a point to where that novelty, that being able to get with Lori Harvey is going to wear off. It's going to wear off. And listen, a lot of you can live your life the way you want to, but you need to understand that there's going to be a good chance you don't get chose. No matter how much you try to be like these women, you'll never be these women. Cardi B is Cardi B. She's being used to push an agenda to destroy femininity. Okay. She's basically being used to make women believe that, one, they can be in the, on a poll. They can get on social media and say some of the weirdest, craziest things, and you can still be considered a success. You can be somebody who has done things to people. Cardi may have ruined people's lives, but she's getting these awards because she's happily pushing these narratives and agendas for people who don't even like her either. But that is the life of these desperately seeking validation women go. That's how their life go. And that's why they are finding it very difficult to really get anywhere these days, because of the fact that they don't like themselves. So they have no problem pushing you down the wrong path. You see, you have women who, again, they're used up. They're no good to nobody. They will go and ruin you, and then they will laugh about it. That's what a lot of these females don't understand. And that's why I showed what I showed earlier. These young girls are being influenced by females like this who have no boundaries, and there's nothing they would not do and promote for some money, because she's used to it. She's used to doing whatever it takes to get that bread. So understand that before you go and you try to follow the lifestyle of these women. Because I'm telling you right now, all you stripper rappers ain't gonna make it. And there's a ton of you on social media. There's a ton of y'all that done been on the pole. And I guess because the clubs is closed, you all running to OnlyFans. Then you're running, try to make music. You're trying to utilize your utilizing your contacts in order to make music that nobody wants to listen to. Cardi B is a once in a lifetime situation she lucked into. It ain't gonna happen for a lot of y'all. It just ain't. That's where the delusion is coming into play with a lot of, man. Why they can't get nowhere, you know?